big club, they will accept that run at the beginning of season. Well, after that great start that he had, that he went on the run of not winning for a very long time. That's when he becomes tricky at a big club. At Bournemouth, for example, for Iraola, nobody said anything. Then he went back to prove that what he is a great coach.
But would he? I agree with you. You go on a long run at a big club, you've got a problem. But probably he would argue, or people would argue, well, would he have better players at a bigger club?
Yeah.
So you're not on that run as long.
What if you saw the style was taking shape? The patterns were there.
I'm just saying that at one point, again, we're going to go back to the same thing. But you need to be patient. Things are not always going to work straight away. You might be on the run of not winning for 4 or 5, and then you need to stick to the manager and see what he can do on the long run. And then now we all know what Iraola did, and I think he's an outstanding coach. I'm just saying that sometimes in a lesser club, when you go on the bad run, is less highlighted. Though you work a tiny bit on the less pressure, and so, you won't have the same player.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of players sold and never said a word. What was publicly anyway? Bournemouth and Andoni Iraola.
Yeah, you just got on with it. So you think the Chelsea hierarchy would like that?
Might that be the right thing?
I mean, listen, I think we're not far away from the next thing that would have to change. Is not years ago you'd say sack the board, wouldn't you? That's what but I mean, the investments in clubs now, that's you're talking billions, so that's not going to happen. But the people at the very top of Chelsea have got to be looking away from the manager and the person in the dugout and say, do we have too many sporting directors? Do they need to have less profile? Everybody knows who they are. There's cameras on them. There's talk about them. You need to just get back to actually sort of slimline and almost like it's about the manager. And there's these people in the background, as there is at every club, but no one's at as high profile and nobody's got as many, or it certainly seems like from the outside.
Jamie,
go for one of their own. Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, it's a fairy tale for him because academy player, moving up the ranks, playing. He had his difficult moments with the previous manager, but now again, fully reborn. And today he showed exactly why he's playing every minute, every game. He's been fantastic.
And he's shown a lot of mental strength in that period under the previous manager as well, didn't he?
Well, it must have been really difficult for a young player like him to not even get a look in. I mean, he wasn't even getting brought on half the time and certainly not starting. So it would have challenged him and actually probably strengthened him as well for the future, knowing that this is what can happen. But I really like you. I mean, you use the word mental. I love his mentality. You know, just in his interview there, he's very calm and cool and understand, and even the way he plays is he's not an emotional play. You know, I just like him. I mean, there can't be many players in midfield, certainly many English players playing as well as him now in the Premier League. He's one of the best players in the Premier League in his position at the moment. It's been an incredible season, or second half of the season for him, and you can only see now his career really flourishing. He's been given a long-term contract. He's integral part of that team and the manager's plans. I can just see things going from strength to strength, and he could develop into... He's already a very, very good player, but he could develop into a top-class one.
Yeah, and he's still only 21, just turned, let's not forget. But what he said there about Michael Carrick, not just him, but all the team, we'd do anything and die on the pitch for him.
Well, that speaks volume of what Michael Carrick has done for the team. When you have players speak so highly of you as a manager, it shows that you transform the team and you know how to give your message to the players and they can put it onto the pitch, which is great because this is exactly what United needed after the start of the season, and they were not performing well. So it's credit again to the training staff and Michael Carrick to put that belief into the player. And the words of Kobe Mainu, you know, it's a proof that the right thing are happening in the team right now.
He was due a goal. He said that himself. He could do with increasing his numbers. Only 4 Premier League goals in his career. 2 of them have now come against Liverpool, his first for almost 2 years. And you enjoyed this finish, didn't you?
Yeah, it was, again, using the word cool, calm, it was placed. It was, you know, he knew exactly what he was doing. You don't need to blast it. You don't need to just think of hitting the ball straight and down the keeper's throat, hitting the target or what. No, that is a lovely controlled finish into the corner. Goalkeeper, if you execute this properly, then the goalkeeper gets nowhere near it. You score every time. Too many people think it's just about hitting the ball and hitting it on target and smacking the leather off the ball. It's not. This is cool, calm. He places it. You've got so much room there. If you just keep your head down, keep your knee over the ball and punch it down into the ground with the side of your foot, you get enough pace on it with the side of your foot. He meant absolutely everything about that finish, right into the corner, impossible to save.
Someone like your good self would sincerely appreciate that, Berber.
No, I did. And in his case, he started the attack, he finished the attack, calm, collected. He was following the play, the movement of the ball. He didn't rush. He was timing his positioning correctly. And in the end, the ball ended up in his feet. As Michael said, he doesn't necessarily need to hit with so much power sometimes. Just inside of the boot, and he's going to do the job.
He got the Man of the Match award everywhere, of course. The second half, you've picked out some examples of just his overall play.
Yeah, his overall contribution was very good. Of course, listen, you're playing in a really tough position, lots of players around you, so inevitably you'll give the ball away sometimes. But he's so neat, he reads the game well, he's got a lovely bit of skill when he needs it. He's sniffing out danger, like we just saw there. Again, reading the play, winning the play. That doesn't get too much credit sometimes, but simple things like this, a little 1-2. He can do everything really. He's an asset when he hasn't got the ball, with the team out of possession, and when he's in possession, he's got an eye for a pass. His weight of pass is very good. He's got lovely skill. I mean, we've seen that on numerous occasions, and he can score a goal, even though he needs to just add that to his game a little bit more, because we can see he can do it. So he's just got a little bit of everything. He's the all-round midfielder.
Yeah. We mentioned his past issues, or the manager's past issues with him, and in terms of his mental test. Look at these numbers and the transformation since Michael Carrick walked through the door that, of course, has resulted in that new 5-year contract he was talking about there. And the Ruben Amorim this season, there were 11 games. He didn't start any of them. He played just 212 minutes. 13 under Michael Carrick, started every one and completed virtually everyone as well. I just wonder, because managers lose jobs, go away, reset, recharge, reflect, Berber. Yeah. Nobody knows the answer to this, but I just wonder, wherever he's watching that today, Ruben Amorim, wherever he actually thinks to himself, I actually got that one wrong.
He must be, right? Looking at the numbers and thinking, maybe I did that wrong. Maybe I needed to give him more chance to play, because he's proving him wrong right now. And you're just wondering sometimes how football can be cruel game, unfair game, because you never know who your manager can be. And in an instant, maybe he doesn't like you. Maybe he doesn't like you how you play. You give everything, but you still don't play, like I think it was the case with Kobe Mainoo. And now he's back into the team. Now I think he's out for vengeance in a way, to prove not only his former manager, but the people who doubted him, look, I was a bit forgotten, but now I'm back. I believe in myself. I have the qualities, and he showed it on the pitch. The way he plays with that swagger and confidence, I mean, it's a joy to watch. And of course, he's 21. Hopefully, he has so much room to grow and become even better, because he's in the right place at the right time. And the cherry on the top was the contract that he extended the other day.